World, hello. I'm coming to you live from my kitchen and I am here to make another Wentworth What If video. Make sure you stick around to the ending of this video because I have a couple of things that I want to say to you guys. Today's Wentworth What If video suggestion comes from Peter Royce. And his suggestion is, what if Sheila never killed Reb and instead joined forces with Joan Ferguson? So you already know what we do here on Wentworth What If. We speculate, okay? So let the speculating commence. I have thoughts. First of all, if Sheila wouldn't have killed Reb, it would have been a glorious thing because then my precious baby love Luke Kelly wouldn't have had to go through this tremendous grief that she had to endure at the hands of the beady-eyed little monster, Sheila Bausch. We all remember that scene after Reb was already killed, you know what I'm saying? And Luke Kelly bum rushed Allie in the corridors, asking her, did you do it? And we all remember Joan Ferguson walking up to Sheila Bausch and letting her know her thoughts, okay? The garrote. It was a nice touch. And then Sheila looks at her and she's like, don't believe everything you hear, bitch, and walks off. When I saw that, I thought that they were some way, somehow going to join forces. You know what I'm saying? But alas, my precious baby love Luke Kelly avenged the death of Reb Keen in season 9, episode 2. So that was the end of fucking Sheila Bausch, okay? So in a Wentworth world where Reb is alive and Sheila Bausch has joined forces with the one and only Joan Ferguson, what would have conspired? What would have happened? All hell would have broke loose. That's what would have happened. So Joan Ferguson is crazy, okay? And Sheila Bausch is unstable as fuck. She's very unstable. If she can go from being like in this deep sadness / depression, the way she was out in that yard before Mari Winter's fucking ass came. So she goes from being sad as fuck to being down to kill. Those are two very different emotions, okay? Sadness and murderous rage. In one scene, we saw her go from sad to a murderous rage, which means the bitch is unstable. So there, now you have my reasoning for why I believe she was unstable. Now I can move forward with my thoughts. Joan would have seen Sheila and she would have been like, I could use this bitch to my advantage. The same way that she tried to use Eve Wilder to get rid of Jake Stewart, okay? She would have tried to manipulate Sheila and then Joan Ferguson would have met her match. Hear me out, because nobody is Joan Ferguson's match, okay? But she would have met her manipulation match in Sheila Bausch because as we all know, Sheila was down with the True Paths retreat cult, whatever the fuck you want. It was a cult, okay? We're not gonna call it a retreat. We're gonna call it what it was. It was a cult. So Sheila was down with the cult life. So she knows how to manipulate humans. This is nothing new to her. Joan Ferguson would have tried to manipulate Sheila some way, somehow. And Sheila would have been like with her beady eye monster eyes, manipulation. Joan Ferguson, she's trying to manipulate me. She would have known. Joan Ferguson would have tried to mind fuck her. Sheila would have been like, bitch, do you not know who you're dealing with? You're dealing with the queen manipulator here. This is what I do. I manipulate people into thinking that they're sinners, okay? And blah, 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 whatever the fuck. You're not gonna just get one over on me. Joan would have looked at Sheila and be like, oh shit, bitch, you can't be manipulated. So now you have to die. And Joan Ferguson would have killed Sheila Bausch. Bitch, I can't, this is Joan. You can't be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, so now you gotta die. That's how that would have ended. And I'm gonna tell you how she would have killed her. She would have used the garrote, okay? Why? Because Joan thought the garrote was a nice touch. So she would have used it on Sheila Bausch, okay? She would have taken the garrote that Sheila made to kill Reb Keen and she would have killed Sheila with the weapon that she made her damn self, okay? So you basically ripped up your sheets and made this weapon so that you could be fucking strangled with it. Poetic justice, bitch. So yeah, that's what I think would have happened. Nothing good. Because nothing good can come from Joan and Sheila joining forces. They're both crazy ass bitches. One more crazier than the other. That one that's crazier than the other being Joan Ferguson, all right? But it would have been fun. It would have been fun to see them planning and plotting and making their little faces. You know what I'm saying? Because Sheila Bausch, she's a very attractive woman. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but she made a couple of faces in season 9 that I was like, damn, bitch, You're hot. All right, I'm back because I've got more thoughts. So it just occurred to me while I was editing that something else would have happened, okay, had Joan and Sheila joined forces. And this is what would have happened. What would have happened is Joan would have looked into Sheila's eyes and she would have known Sheila's secret, deep, dark desires, all right? And she would have ended up some way, somehow, like getting Sheila to admit it. And Sheila would have admitted it. And then what would have happened? Joan would have helped Sheila get some pussy. And also, I was saying to myself, I think they would have gotten into trouble. I don't know. They probably just would have had fun playing mind games with people, like making the women think that they were like, going crazy. I don't fucking know, but some type of fucking twisted mind games. No one necessarily needs to die, you know what I'm saying? But they would have their own little fun. But then when it came time to it, that Joan was ready for a real death to happen, that death being Jake Stewart, that's when she would have fucking, tried to manipulate Sheila into doing it, and it wouldn't have worked because, like I explained earlier, Sheila can't be manipulated. All right, those are my final thoughts. All right, world, if you made it to this part of the video, congratulations, because I have some exciting news to share with you guys. It's exciting for me. I don't know how exciting it's gonna be for y'all. I decided to make another channel. So I made a channel because I wanted to do gardening videos. I love gardening and I love my plants. So the channel's name is called A Garden Grows in Brooklyn. And I'm going to be leaving a link to my new gardening channel in the description box down below. So if you're interested in gardening videos, gardening tours, tips, and shit like that, then feel free to subscribe. There's 2 videos up so far, and I've been working on a bunch of other videos because I've been taking footage ever since summer began. That's it. If you like this video, you already know what to do. Like my shit. Subscribe to my channel if you feel like that's something you want out of life. And if you do subscribe, ring the fucking notification bell so that you could be alerted when I post videos in the future. No tengo más que decir. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.